94 days after nearly pulling off an assassination, why do we still know so little about the shooter behind the plot to kill Trump? We know Thomas Matthew Crooks planned this in advance through internet searches. We know that he scouted the area ahead of Trump's rally. He flew a drone, went to the gun range to practice. It was all very calculated. And we know that he worked at a local nursing home kitchen and that some say he was bullied in school. But beyond that, we hardly know anything. He left behind very little social media activity. The FBI director said he barely had any contacts in his phone. I think it was only a couple, he said. And any other details we've been able to gather have come from former classmates who just kind of knew him just a little bit. They didn't even know him that well. Take a look at what one of them told us.
Well, from what I do know is he was a very intelligent kid, and he was really did well. He really did well at in school and had some kind of passion for like computers. He didn't make it onto the rifle team. From what I've heard, he was just not a good shot.
So how is it that this 20-year-old came within millimeters of taking a former president's life, and we still don't really know anything about him or why exactly he did this? No manifesto, no explanation. So many questions. Joining me now to talk about it, we've got retired FBI agent Stuart Kaplan. Stuart, it's always nice to see you. First of all, do you think it's odd that we still don't know very much about who this kid is? It seems like in other situations, the FBI, at least it seems like, they release a lot more information.
I think the FBI is very, very familiar with who this individual is, and it is my understanding that they have completed a profile and a full sketch of where he was, what he was doing through the preparation and planning phase. I think what the public doesn't realize is that this investigation has been designated as a national security investigation that kind of puts a little bit of a different spin on it. And that is that basically the information is kept at the highest level, the secret level, and that information will not be disseminated to the general public until such time as Congress gets together with respect to it. It'll probably take some subpoenas and some congressional authority to finally force our government to release the information that they are well aware of right now.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just thinking about the other attempted assassination. I can't believe that I'm even saying that, the one that happened near where you are in Florida, in West Palm Beach. We pretty quickly learned more about that man. I mean, there was even like pages released of his manifesto, but yet we get nothing with the shooter here.
Well, the difference, Brian, quite frankly, and this is my opinion, but I think I'm pretty good when I worked with the Secret Service, and I understand the men and women, they operate at the highest level. So let me just go back a little bit. The threat assessment to the protectee is the driving force behind the United States Secret Service in determining what assets need to be deployed to keep that protectee safe. And certainly Donald Trump, the former president, the threat level is at the highest level, more so because of state-sponsored information and intelligence that has come out that there are people more in the planning and preparation stage from Iran that have put a price on Donald Trump's head. And with that being said, then all necessary assets should have been deployed. Certainly on July 13th, we now know the curtain came down and there were very few assets that were deployed to keep him safe and out of harm's way. And the question is, was that intentional? Was that by design? Now, when you fast forward to September, the second assassination attempt, soon thereafter, the acting director, Rowe, came out and for the first time said the reason why they were able to neutralize that threat is our current president gave them the okay to deploy those necessary assets. And that, to me, is very telling.
Yeah, and I don't want to interrupt you, Stuart. Yeah, but what you said, I mean, the fact that it was the Iranian threat is the only reason he had the assets here in Butler. Is what is so crazy to me, that he didn't have the assets anyway. But Stuart, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you for coming on tonight. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.